Welcome to everyone to Year 6's show, very appropriately called What a Year.
Good afternoon, guardians, parents and carers, and welcome to our Leave It show. Sit back, relax and enjoy the show. And if you are ready, I will hand over to scene 1.
Wow, what a year it's been. In fact, what a year and a half it's been. As we reach the end of term, I think we should look back on the things we've been through during these extraordinary times. How about something positive to start with? Any ideas?
Well, last year we had 4 months of no school, followed by the summer holidays, and then no school again at the start of 2021.
I said tell me something positive! Anyway, I'm glad that all of you, well, most of you, still kept up with your schoolwork at home. What else?
Having time to just take things a little slower.
Binge watching my favourite box sets and following Captain Tom doing his amazing walk for the NHS.
Ah, Captain Tom. What a hero. And what a legacy he's left. Let's talk more about him later on, shall we? So what else made things bearable?
Not having to go to the hairdressers because they were closed.
Results! Okay, thank you. So on the flip side, what about things we struggled with? Anyone else?
My mum decided to cut my hair herself. She made a right mess of it.
Yes, I noticed. Don't worry, it will grow back. So what else is difficult?
Nothing left on the supermarket shelves in the first lockdown, and there wasn't even one single piece of toilet roll.
Well, that wasn't funny at the time.
Watching my parents struggle to keep their small business going.
Not being able to give my grandparents a hug, that was awful. And at a time when we were a bit scared and just needed to be close to people, we were told we had to keep our distance.
Yet here we are, over the west. We hope, and slowly getting back to normal. But it was tough for a while. As I said, what a year it's been.
Can't believe the things generation can't believe the things we've seen. Wow, what a year it's been. Wow, what a year it's been. What a year it has been.
Okay then, let's rewind the clock back to March 2020. Who'd like to remind us what happened?
Well, with the cases of COVID-19 virus increasing and to stop the NHS being overwhelmed, we went into lockdown.
We were told to stay at home, not to socialise, to only go out for essential shopping and exercise, and to wash our hands a lot. Restaurant, bars, theatres, sport venues, a lot of shops and most offices closed, and people were told to work at home unless they were key workers.
Schools stayed open for key workers children, but at the time, for most of us, I suppose it felt like the summer holidays had started early.
Yeah, but that feeling didn't last long, remember?
Of course, homeschooling.
Yes, Karen. I know I said I'd get that report written by last Friday. No, I'm not taking advantage of the working from home arrangements. Yes, I realise this isn't a holiday. Yes, I'll email it this afternoon. No, I won't watch Loose Woman and forget. Yes, I promise. Goodbye, Karen.
Mum, is this a subordinated conjunction or a coordinated conjunction? I think it's subordinated, but I'm not sure.
Subordinated what? In my day, it's just nouns, verbs and adjectives we needed to know about. Let's have a look. Yes, Karen, of course I'll spell check it. Yes, I know the directors will be reading it. No, it won't be full of grammatical mistakes like last time. Yes, Karen. No, Karen. You have a good day too, Karen. Now, conjunctivating submarine, you say?
It's okay, Mum, I've done it. Right, now I need to do history.
But it's my turn on the computer. It's not fair. Mum, tell him.
Hey now, what's all this noise? I'm trying to sleep. You know I'm working nice at the minute, so just please keep it down a bit, okay?
Sorry, Dad, but he's hogging the computer and I've got my maths to do.
Yeah, right. You just want to play games on
Stop! Right, you eat your cereal and you do your maths. What is it you're doing? Show me.
it. Long division, but I'm really stuck on these.
Alright, well let's see your workings out then. What's all that grim nonsense? Just stick a 0 there, divide that by that, then divide that by that, and bring it down.
But why do you...
Just do it like that, okay? You don't need to know why. Right, can I go back to bed now?
Not yet. That's a message from your mother. Will you call her for a chat? She's for being stuck at home on her own.
But I spent 3 hours with her yesterday talking to her through the kitchen window when I delivered her shopping. Can't you phone her?
No, she's your mother. Anyway, I've got that report to write for Karen at work. And then there's these two to supervise.
Stop it! Right, what schoolwork do you still have left to do?
Well, there's my history to start, then I have a science worksheet on electricity. I have art and RE.
Right, here's what we'll do. Electricity, I know. I suggest you plug in a Hoover and clean upstairs. Then there's a light bulb that needs changing in the downstairs flue. History, I know. You can find your grandma and listen to us talk about the olden days for an hour. Art, I know. You can give the garden fence a nice coat of creosote. Then, something for RE. Let me think.
Hello, Karen. Yes, I'm just about to. No, I'm not on the settee with my feet up. Yes, I know you're under a lot of pressure. Yes, I know how hard you work. No, I'm not taking advantage of your good nature. It's just that my children are. Yes, I understand. Goodbye, Karen. Ah, dear Father who art in heaven, hear my prayer. Take pity on me in my hour of need and deliver me from this torture. Amen. Right then, that's your RE sorted. Right, I think I'll put my feet up for an hour and watch Loose Woman.
And the single click, my master plan for world domination is
implemented. Mwahaha! Hello, you pathetic bunch. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Iris. Iris the Virus. Yes, okay, it's not the greatest name for a supervillain, but that wasn't that much that rhymes with virus. I did consider Mona Corona, but that just sounds like a whining bottle of beer, which isn't very awe-inspiring. The big V was an option, but I figured people would think I was a second-rate rapper, whereas I'm more of a heavy metal fan. Louise the Disease, which was my mother's idea, well, the less said about that, the better. So Iris the Virus it is. And soon, everyone will know my name and will bow before me as I wreak havoc, bringing Earth's inhabitants to their knees. Mwahaha! Intruders will breach my defences! Who dares to challenge me?
I and my fellow NHS workers are not ceasing our efforts to keep people strong and healthy in the battle against you.
We'll work tirelessly in hospitals, surgeries and clinics, treating the ill and needy. We'll not stop until we have found a vaccine to put your end to. Wicked plan!
Curses! Doctors and nurses! But it will take more than you to defeat me. Not only am I a threat to your health, the chaos I have caused in your daily lives will be the ruin of you.
The nation's transport workers will make sure things keep moving. You might think you can bring life to a grinding hot Irish, but not on our watch.
And we will continue to serve our communities, whatever the risk to ourselves might be, to make sure families always have food on their tables.
This can't be possible. I thought you humans had no backbone. You were supposed to crumble as I unleashed my devastating power.
Well, that's where you're wrong. We will keep building for our future, so when you're not from a distant memory, we shall still be standing strong.
And we will teach our future generations about how we stood together until you will know more. Time to face facts, Iris. You will be defeated. My fellow COVID heroes, unite and fight!
Now, before we go, I would like to tell you about another hero.
As my colleague explained, there were so many heroes who emerged during this pandemic, but none of them caught our imagination, such as one certain person.
An army veteran of World War II, April 2020, decided he would raise £1,000 for NHS charities by walking 100 laps of his garden for his 100th birthday.
As his story became national news, he was soon a household name and his fundraising snowballed.
He completed his 100 laps in the 24 days running up to his birthday, and the money he raised went a little beyond the £1,000 he'd hoped for. Donations totaled over £30 million and is still going up.
In recognition of his amazing efforts, he was made an honorary colonel, and on the 17th of July 2020, he became Knight of the Realm when Her Majesty the Queen asked him to arise Captain Sir Tom Moore.
Sadly, this remarkable gentleman passed away in February 2021. The example he set and the inspiration he gave us to push through, to care for others and to stay positive will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Captain Tom.
So join us in an uplifting song to celebrate the life and achievements of this great man. Move over, Captain America. Here's to a real hero. Here's to Captain Tom.
Now heroes come in different shapes and sizes, big and small and young and old as well. And no matter what your age, you still got a part to play. So there's a story that they like to tell. See, down in England there lives such a hero, name of Captain Tom. And as the virus hits, he vows to do his bit, and he pulled his marching boots right on. Captain Tom, when others stopped, he just kept marching on. Up and down the garden until the race was won. Everybody raised a glass to Captain Tom. Well, we certainly needed inspirational characters like that to give us a lift through lockdown, didn't we?
Ha! It's a shame they couldn't inspire a bit of common sense in some people. Do you guys remember what happened at the supermarkets?
Yeah, panic buying. What was that all about?
If you didn't get to the supermarket super early, there wasn't anything